Welcome everyone to another episode of Reese's Roundup. I am your host, the Lightning Kid himself. And today, the NBA Finals. Oh boy, I wonder who it is. Guys, the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors. Now, this wouldn't have been a problem if Kawhi Leonard was never hurt, if the Utah Jazz never sucked, and if the Portland Trail Blazers just did their damn job. So now we have to deal with the damn Golden State Warriors and the bloody Cleveland Cavaliers for the third consecutive season. So here we go again. My predictions for the second straight Reese's Roundup. My predictions for the NBA Finals with the Cavs versus the Warriors. Now, I said it last year and I'll say it again this year. I got Cleveland. Why? Because not only do I hate the Golden State Warriors, but because I think the Cavs have a lot more to prove. And they just have the better team. Well, not on paper, but statistically they have the better team. Now they match up much better with the Golden State Warriors than most people think, and here's why. Kyrie Irving is not going to get locked down by Klay Thompson or Steph Curry. We know that for a fact. Kevin Durant will not shut down LeBron James. We know that for a fact. J.R. Smith can play solid defense. We know that for a fact. He can shut down, well, not shut down, but he can put good pressure on Klay or Steph, whichever one they want to do. LeBron plays solid defense. He can check KD. Kevin Love isn't the greatest defender, but he could do a solid job against Draymond Green. The reason why Draymond has been doing so well in the playoffs is because big men like LaMarcus Aldridge or like Rudy Gobert or like whoever it is for the Portland Trail Blazers, they maintain their role as the big and only stay in the paint. They don't roam around at the perimeter, and that's where Draymond excels. He can play at the perimeter, he can play in the paint, he can do both. And Kevin Love is a guy that'll stay on the perimeter rather than staying in the paint. So he's got the speed and he's got the awareness, and he can do a solid job on D to hold off on Draymond. Now, Zaza or JaVale McGee, they're nobodies. We don't have to worry about them. Tristan Thompson is going to go crazy with boards. The only person I can see grabbing rebounds on the Warriors over Thompson or James or even Love would probably be Draymond or JaVale McGee. But neither of those two are going to out-rebound LeBron or Love or Thompson. So I don't think the Cavs have to worry too much about playing big man basketball. They'll have to worry more about the Warriors small ball, and that's where Golden State can be a problem, because Golden State is so good at playing small ball that teams have so much trouble keeping up with them. Teams like the Spurs and teams like the Jazz during the playoffs, they were just having a tough time keeping up with Golden State. And to be honest though, if Kawhi was playing, I do feel like that defense would have been so much more solid. But they'll have to deal with Cleveland's defense, and Cleveland doesn't have as great of a defense or as great of defenders as the Spurs do, but they can make do with what they got, and they know how to attack after being scored on. They know how to score right back if they get scored on, and they know how to play so well. And I know I wrote them off at the beginning of the playoffs. I thought Toronto had it. I thought Boston maybe had a chance. But I just feel like now the way Cleveland is playing, they're out for blood. And I don't see Golden State winning any more than 2 games. I'm saying Cleveland in 6, guys. And to be honest, yeah, Golden State may look good because they got Curry who can drop 40, Durant who can drop 40, Thompson who can drop, 30 to 40 a night himself. But, the big reason why Golden State was even in the playoffs last season was because of Klay Thompson, and I feel like they can do. I feel like J.R. Iman Shumpert can shut down Klay or Steph Curry if needed. LeBron can't switch under Curry like he did before because Durant is now on the team. That's Snake. So I don't see Durant. I don't see LeBron switching off of Durant because that's just mismatch problems for anybody else. So I think LeBron will have a tough time. Not a tough time defensively guarding KD, but I think he'll have to worry more about KD and have to just stick with Kyrie, letting him guard Curry or Shumpert or Smith guarding Thompson, and maybe Shumpert will switch out with Smith and have to guard Curry, and he can do it. He's a pretty good lockdown defender. Smith is becoming a better defender, and he'll do his thing against Thompson. So I really do feel like if Cleveland plays and executes the right way, they'll be able to win it in 6. The reason why, I think the Spurs, not the Spurs, but the Warriors, I feel like Golden State loses from themselves more than they lose from other teams. And if you live by the 3, you die by the 3. And if they're not shooting well, then it's game over for them. They can't rely on their bigs because their bigs aren't going to back down anybody or post up anybody. So they'll have to rely on shooting from the perimeter. And to be honest, the Cavs are just as fast as the Warriors are. So if they can hustle back on defense and prevent Curry from lighting it up from 3, and that's the big problem. If Curry starts lighting it up from the 3-point range, then it's game over for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's all I gotta say about that, because no matter what LeBron does, no matter what Kyrie will do, no matter what Love will do, no matter what Thompson or Shumpert or Smith will do, no matter what the bench will do for Cleveland, if Curry starts knocking down those threes, it's going to be tough for Cleveland, because once he starts getting hot, he does not go cold. So maybe if Cleveland just plays smart, plays fast, plays at the right pace, they'll win in 6, and I hope they do, because not only am I a fan of LeBron, I want to see him win his next ring, but I really, really, really hate Steph Curry, and I don't want to see him win another ring. It was fantastic watching him lose in the finals, up 3-1 last year, and now I think with the Cavs being the underdogs, they'll be more thirsty and more devoted and want to just go after Golden State. Now I know the Warriors, like I said before, they're not playing like how they were last season. Last season they were relying just on Curry or Thompson every now and again, or Draymond, but now they got KD who can add an extra 40 points to their team. So it's going to be tough for Cleveland, don't get me wrong, but I do think Cleveland still has the better chance of beating the Warriors, just because they're more they just want it more. And that's just how I see it, I don't know any other way of explaining it. I just think the Cavs want it more than the Golden State Warriors, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, Thursday, it's a long ways away. We got until Thursday to find out who's going to win Game 1. So, we'll know by then. But let me know what you guys think. Who's going to win this series? Is it going to be Cleveland again, or is it going to be Golden State? And we'll have to see next season what happens then, because I don't want a Cleveland and Golden State round 4, guys. I'm done with the NBA if I have to see those two teams face off once again. So if Memphis can get anybody on their team to prevent the Warriors from moving on to the finals again, then I'll be okay with it. Aside from that, let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want to see next time. I'll probably just be covering the NBA Finals all throughout the week. So let me know. Yeah, I don't know how to close this out. So I'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace.